Hi there, the purpose of this video is just to show you how we set up our coaching relationship between you, the podiatrist and business owner, and the Podiatry Hive coach. Asana is a project management tool that we use to manage the coaching relationship. And the idea behind this is that all of your coaching materials can stay in one spot so that they don't get lost and that you can have clear lines of communication between you and your coach. If you already use Asana, it's probably important that you give us the email address that you currently use in Asana so that you just have one login. If you don't use Asana yet, no worries. Just we'll invite you to Asana and I'll go through now the process of logging in. So we'll have invited you to a project in Asana, and if you haven't used it, you get an email that looks like this. Just says join podiatry and team in Asana, and all you have to do is click the link that says join the team now. Now Asana is pretty clever, and it will recognize whether the email address that we've entered in to invite you to the project is already registered, and if so, you won't get this screen, but a new account has a welcome video, and I'd advise you to watch that. It gives you a bit of a broad overview of what Asana is, and it only takes 42 seconds. So watch that and then click continue. Now I think the instructions are actually pretty self-explanatory, so just put in your first and last name. And then create a password. If you have a Gmail account, you can actually go in with your Gmail account, up to you. If at this stage you'd like to put in a photo, you can do it here, or no worries, you can do that later, or you don't have to do it, completely up to you again. So I'll just put in a password and press continue. Since we're managing this from this end, you don't have to worry about any teammates, you just have to press continue again without filling anything in. And when you arrive inside Asana, you'll see that there are lots of little helpful tips when you start using it to show you or explain to you what certain buttons do. So you can skip those if you already know what Asana does, or you can just follow them around. Now before you do anything, it's my suggestion that you go up to the top here in the right hand corner and click on the icon which has your icon. If you've already added a picture, that will be your picture. But go to My Profile Settings down here, because this is quite important in terms of how you're contacted. So you can add the photo. In fact, I'll just add a profile photo. That's pretty easy. I just grab a photo from my hard drive and it will upload in there just like that. Completely up to you whether or not you want to put a photo in there. But the important thing is to get the notifications at the frequency that you prefer. Now, what I would suggest is that your reminders are ticked, but the activity is not ticked. What activity is every time someone does something. So you can see here, daily summary. Activity is updates on tasks and projects that you are following. And dashboard is a weekly summary of project activity. So my suggestion is that you leave at least the dashboard on and probably the reminders, but I would turn the activity off because it actually annoys me when I get lots and lots of emails from this. My suggestion is that you use this in the way that it's designed to be used, i.e. something that doesn't require email for it to work. And by the way, now you have an Asana account, you can go to either the Google Android store or the Apple App Store and download an Asana app so that it will work equally well. I think it's a pretty good native app, either on your phone or your tablet. So the default view when you first log in will be the My Tasks view. If you already have an Asana login, or if you're using it with your existing business, then to toggle between the Podiatry Hive and your own business, you would click up in the right-hand corner and you would have the Podiatry Hive up here, personal projects, and then your other businesses. You would be able to look at and toggle between the different spaces and the different companies up there. However, the default view is the My Tasks view. when you first log into the Podiatry Hive, chances are there won't be any in there because they won't have been assigned yet. But generally, if you go into this My Tasks view, it will show you probably that you need to fill in your coaching sheet for the next month, might be the only one, or potentially your quarterly plan or whatever it happens to be. So again, let's go back. We've got the Black Belt Mastermind team that you are on, and then you'll be on a podiatrist coaching. You'll be on a coaching project. This will say your first name, your last name, coaching, rather than demo podiatrist coaching, obviously. So if you click on that, you can see there's a whole list of tasks down here, and it starts off in the way that we generally run our coaching. Business analysis review, which is when you're first starting out, going on to alignment session, the quarterly plans. What I would advise is that this is where you either paste or take a photo of and upload your quarterly plan that you work on day 2 of each of your mastermind event days. And then there's a section for your monthly coaching sessions. It should, when you log in, already have your first name, your last name, January 2016, etc., or whatever happens to be the date. And then finally down the bottom, the marketing audit. So let's just have a quick look at this. When I click on that, you can see a description of whatever it happens to be. So in this case, it's the business analysis review. It will give you the instructions. In this case, it's download the Word doc and then re-upload it. By the way, just to confirm, this will just be private to you and your coach. So you can see up the top, there will be Podiatry Hive. If you're going through a one-to-one onboarding, it will be Podiatry Hive. That will probably come out and it will just be your coach and you up in this particular project who has access to this. So in this case, it's telling me to fill the document in and then upload it. So if I then came in and then I would say, here is the document, and then I would click the attach button, which is up here. It's a picture of a paperclip, add a file, attached from my computer, upload whatever it happens to be, and that will stick in there, and your coach can download that document from there. You can also just have a conversation at Podiatry Hive. Can you please call me to discuss? Whatever it happens to be. But if I do the at Podiatry Hive or at my coach name and that comes up, then they will get a notification when you write, just like in Facebook, I suppose. So you'll go through the alignment session with your coach. Again, a description of what that's all about. The quarterly plans suggests for you to upload your commitments from previous Black Belt Mastermind event. We'll actually do that for you if we take a snapshot of it on the day. Or you can upload an updated quarterly plan in there at any stage. What you'll be doing most of the time, though, is filling in your coaching. So there are 2 options here with your coaching calls. Number 1 is to just fill in the answers to the 5 questions. So what I would suggest you do is copy that description, put your comment in like this. What was your biggest win? Okay, it was blah, 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 12-month goals, blah, blah, blah. Again, etc., etc. Type that in. And this I'm suggesting just so that you don't miss one of the questions. And then hit the comment. And so your coach will get this. They'll get what was the biggest win. That will be easy for them to understand. And then during the coaching call, your coach may make some comments inside here as well. When you have your coaching session, I would also suggest that for the next coaching session, you actually set a due date. So this one would be for February, so that I would set February. Say we were going to meet on the 17th, and then you can actually put in the due time. So say we organise at the coaching session that it's going to be at 1:30 on February the 17th. Set that as okay and actually assign that to you. So in this case, Demo Podiatrist. Demo Podiatrist's task due on February the 17th. It's going to be at 1:30 p.m. And so now you can go back and have a look, and you'll see in my tasks, you'll see Demo Podiatrist's February 26th coaching, and that's on February 26th. Again, I can go straight from there to go and look at that particular task. So that will be the thing that repeats most of the time, but at any time you can go back over here to the left and click on Your Name Coaching and find your quarterly plans, the results from your alignment session. It's great to have it all in one place. Plus, just to keep a track on all of your coaching sessions. Now, if you decide that you do want to check these off, so for example, I tick that off and then I think, oh, where did that go? If I come back up to the top of the list here and I can say view, and it's at the moment it says incomplete task, but there's a drop down there and you can say view all tasks. And so down here again, I can see I have ticked off Demo Podiatrist January 2016 coaching, but it's still there so that I can see it. So that's just a view toggle. You're not actually deleting anything by ticking it off the list. The final thing, I suppose, is your marketing audit. Now read the instructions here. For a marketing audit, there are 3 steps: an online form, a meeting with Jono, that's me, and then a review, and then we'll communicate in here as well. So if you have further questions about this, then please get in touch with us at assist@podiatryhive.com. You have the option to get started with Asana by yourself, or you can get in touch with us to have a one-to-one onboarding session. The final thing which is really important to know is that Asana has a really good help manual. And if you go up to the top, you'll see a question mark. If you click on the question mark, you get a drop-down menu and you can start anywhere there. I'll go to Learn Basics. And here they've got a constantly updated operations manual. You can learn more about how to use it the desktop stuff, or if you're using your tablet. Plus, there's a whole heap more information on using Asana to its best use and using it the most efficiently and getting the most out of it. So go and have a look in there if you need more help.